Unbound Theatre presents The Chronicles of Professor Chronomier, Temper and Temporality, written by Dario and performed by Erika Sanderson. Prologue, 17th of July, 1817. Lazy trails of warm summer breeze pushed at the closed curtains, which rose and fell against the window and cast a pulsing pool of light on the smooth floorboards. The intense gleam of the sun was hot upon the curtain fabric, peeking through the fibres to cast a calm, dim aura upon the room and its modest furnishings. A plain wooden wardrobe with matching dressing table, a bureau, a writing desk, and a small bedside table filled with bottles of ointment and boxes of powders. The bed was occupied by a frail woman, drifting like the breeze in and out of the room. Her body was still, save for the occasional painful turn of her head on the pillow. But for a sporadic rasp she could not speak, though her mind was thundering. Her breaths were short, but each one brought with it an image blazing across her mind. Places she'd known and people she'd loved, repeating muffled phrases of fond memory before fading with the next laboured inhalation. Phrases grew within her, the same sentence repeating, evolving, and refining before a beat of pain ripped it from the narrow field of clarity in her mind, to be replaced with another new thought when the pain subsided. Again and again, fresh descriptions and lines of speech came to her, filtering through her memory and intuition to blossom and mature, only to be wiped away by the incessant aching which addled her body. She could hear the door as it opened. Though her eyes were unable to tell who had entered, something about the figure dissolved the words and phrases in her mind. The floorboards creaked as the visitor circled the bed. It was a man. The timbre of his breathing was all too familiar. She felt him lean close to her, looking at her as though she were a curiosity behind glass. Then, with a sudden relieving jolt, something cold was pressed gently but firmly to her head. Its chill momentarily eased her pain. Then she heard it, a voice she knew only too well seeping through the miasma of her incoherence. It was him. They'd warned her he would come, but right to the end she had hoped it was a mistake.
"My dear Jane," he purred. "What a pleasure it would be if the circumstances weren't so terminal. I've something I must do before the opportunity passes. Don't fear. It won't harm you. It will take all of a second."
The object on her head throbbed with energy, and a bolt of light shot painlessly through her mind. And there they were again, every face, every facade, every tree and every sky, every second of every day retold in an instant. And then it was gone. The Chronicles of Professor Chronomier, Temper and Temporality, an Unbound Theatre production, written by Dario and performed by Erika Sanderson, with music by Kevin MacLeod.